What's happening? This is Wilson Jet with the Guided Missile. I've got some Seine Crossing gameplay for you. Battlefield 3 on the PlayStation 3 with the Band of the Red Hand again. Today we've got P-Dubb, my younger brother. He's one of the stronger players in the clan. Big Daddy Mike, INCO4. Just call him Cliff. He's a COD guy, but we're getting him converted over to Battlefield. He's kind of dealing with the steep learning curve of the game right now, but he's a great communicator and understands tactics, so he's helping us win. I'm using the Assault class with an M16A3, underslung rail, and heavy barrel, equipped with the M26 dart. As you can see, I'm struggling with the hip fire of the dart just a little bit. I really like this loadout, and I've been racking up lots of kills with the dart.
You should.
I'm gonna call the administrator and tell him your plan is bad. You're cheating.
Send him a PM. Say stop playing better than me. It's not fair.
Right here, Mike and I are joking a little bit about some of these 1v1s that we're losing, and the fact that the guys we're facing seem to be getting the better of us in these encounters. A little bit of a rocky start, but we're going to pull it together. Taking a quick look at the score, you can see it's still pretty tight, and we're about to gain some momentum. P-Dubb and I are up here at C, checking our spawn points. He's going to go around to the right, check those corners. I'm going to check the dark staircase, the garage, and the bottom of the stairway over here. Doing the best we can with two guys. And it looks pretty clear at the moment. But then I see a lightning bolt pop up in that garage over there. Sure enough, we've had a guy spawn in the garage. I attempt to close on him to use my dart a little more effectively. I almost blow it, but I'm able to get the kill and res our teammate over in the garage.
There's some guy that's glitching through the wall.
Now that we've got C captured, P-Dubb and I are going to regroup, reassess in the mini-map. We see that the enemy team is holding this side of the map with B and D. So we're going to go over to D, and you see that he has opted for a different route, going through the archway. And I'm struggling with the 1v1s at this point. A lot of these guys are using really fast, small arms, and I'm just not prepared to win a gunfight.
I'm so suppressed.
P-Dubb sees that I'm struggling, and he goes into the corner store there and drops some med pack for me. Does a good job letting me know that I'm here to help. I've dropped some health for you. Once again, I'm just having all kinds of bad luck. Someone spawns in, they lay him prone, under spawn protection, my dart does no good, and he drops me again. Knowing that there's troops over on D, I elect to spawn on Mike across the street, up here in the hotel that faces D, and I'm using burst fire to good effect to drop this guy over there on the ledge. The heavy barrel is really nice for accurate long-range burst fire. It's a little tough to use at short range when you're fully automatic. Paul does a good job reminding Mike that I just fell beside him. He was so honed in on what was going on over there on D that he didn't stop to res me. But that's all right, because Paul said, Mike, take a step back, revive Adam, and now I'm able to run downstairs and return the favor for P-Dubb.
Oh man, something just got me.
Really taking my time right here because I didn't have any backup, and I didn't want to run into a buzzsaw at the top of these steps on C, but fortunately I was able to drop the two enemies that ran in pretty quickly with the M26 dart, and that's when the weapon is at its best, when you can rip off 3, 4, 5 kills in a row. But you got to make sure that you take your time and you fire accurately. When you do that, the M26 dart is absolutely deadly. You saw that I was a little suppressed over there on C. I took a moment to analyze where those shots could be coming from and realized that the only way that somebody would get that angle for the shot in that position was that hotel. So I drop a grenade in there to move the sniper off of that spot, make sure I use cover to return to D through the courtyard. The team's going to regroup on D here.
Just got a little
check up in the hotel. And you notice on the mini-map we got some enemies over there in what we call the coffee shop. And I'm going to attempt to move them out of there into the path of my teammates with that grenade. I get very fortunate with this kill right here. I really should have been dead. My initial targeting was off, so I dragged up and was able to get that kill. The grenades are an excellent tool for moving your enemy around. There's a nice shot with the dart. That's the way it should be done. Even when you can't get that Tom Brady kill that we all crave, you get the nice multi-kill with the grenade, you can move your enemies around, get them out of their hiding spots, force them into the path of your teammates.
I can't figure. Okay, they're over in the coffee shop.
Moving forward, just to accommodate the length of the video, we are back on D here, and there I get the nice grenade kill where I Tom Brady the guy. He was hiding in that little alcove at the bottom of the stairs, between the stairs and the coffee shop. A little bit of a lucky shot, but I'll take it. Cliff does a nice job communicating. There's a guy over there in the corner. And now you see the long-range effectiveness of the dart. If you have the time to line up a shot, this dart has a surprising amount of range, and you can one- or two-shot enemies if you hit them in the upper body or the head. I suspect that in any upcoming patches, this is a weapon that is probably going to get nerfed. I see a lot of people are now using the M26 dart, the MAS, the DAO. These seem to be some of the preferred shotguns right now.
Alright. We want to move to Bravo?
Yeah, the one just went replay.
Bravo being the only point that the enemy's held. We're going to move down here and try and clear them off. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. While he was aiming at my teammates, I'm able to help suppress that guy so that P-Dubb can finish him off. Now we recognize here that if we go ahead and take B, the only place that the enemy is going to be able to spawn is their deployment. Although it does look like we've got some guys who have returned to D, so here we head back to D. Mike has done something clever here. He's taken a really circuitous route around to D. Rather than meet them head on, he's decided to flank these guys, and it worked out great. He gets a sweet little melee kill there, coming through the archway from behind. And it looks like we've got C really well covered. There's nobody here. There's no battle for C, so I'm going to look up there at deployment, see what... And there is a sniper. I've got him marked, and he shoots me right in the face. I profiled myself really nicely there in the dark archway with the backlighting. I think in the future I'll probably just back away from the arch. You're never going to win that 1v1 when you're scoped in and the guy's got the M98. I think it's better to leave that sniper there, let him post up, because he's really become an absentee member of his team. Knowing that we're holding C, that there's really no challenge down there in the C courtyard, it's better just to move off of it. I do a really nice job of using the cover there so I can line up my shot with the dart, wait for the guy to finish his burst fire. He's kind of in between. He might have been low on ammo. I was able to pop out and get a good one there. See another one coming out of the hotel, using cover well. If I'd had my dart equipped, I probably could have made that kill.
I thought I had my dart.
I got a little confused and thought that I was still using my attachment. Unfortunately, I single tapped with my M16 and lost that gunfight. Just a little bit of a lack of awareness there.
The guy that just pulled his dog's pouch from just put one between my eyeballs.
Spawn back on C. Able to pick some guys up here. And we've got some enemies spawning across the way there in the garage. I'm going to back off a little bit, let my teammates handle that one.
Wait, those are always grenades, man. Woo!
I threw one in there.
Use your team whenever you can. If you've got a medic that's closer to a fallen teammate, give them an opportunity to get that revive. Especially when you're wounded. There's no point in running out into the open to attempt to get that revive when someone else can do it for you. Just guard his back while he's got it. As we go down to A here, Paul mentions that he saw an enemy leaving the alley. I'm going to try and ricochet a grenade off the wall there, get somebody who might be laying prone in that little hiding spot. It made me somewhat nervous because I had to leave my back turned to those spawn points that I know are in the post office box room right there. But fortunately, no one spawned in behind me. Mike's letting me know now that he's going to come around behind the alley and just check one more time to see that no one has managed to sneak in there behind us. We're going to use the same tactic here, where we go the long way around. knowing that our enemies are going to be coming back from their deployment, and it looks like they're headed to D. So if we go this way, we can avoid any sort of head-on engagement and attempt to flank. Now I'm going to do something that looks a little bit strange right here. I'm just testing something out. Pre-patch, one of my teammates, we call him Sevens, he recognized that there was a little spot there behind that planter at the top of the steps that was actually inbounds. And I saw that sniper was up there last time, the one that shot me directly in the face. So I thought, well, maybe if I can get in that little glitch spot, I might be able to exact some revenge on this guy. But that looks like something that was fixed in the last patch.
Oh, there's another one.
Hey, this is a really good opportunity to learn right here. Rival X Factor and Level Cap did an excellent video on using corners effectively to win gunfights. And if I had stopped to think about this for a moment, I would realize that my enemy was in the wide angle of that encounter. He had the obtuse angle. He was able to gain a line of sight on me to make that shot. I was on the tight end of the angle, the acute angle, and as I'm trying to creep around the corner, I moved directly into his crosshairs. That made that a very easy kill for him. Higher ground's always going to win that encounter in any sort of stairwell in this game, as long as they pick the far wall. So it would have been better to maybe lob a grenade up there or just to leave it alone.
Here comes the tank. Oh, man,
see someone spawned in the white garage here. Try to use that post for cover, and that is extremely lucky. I apologize, Cold Mom. You really had me dead to rights. I'm there with 0%, and he is probably cursing at his television screen right now. I didn't deserve to live there. But asking my teammates for some health, and Mike is going to drop in with a health pack. We're almost at the end of the game. We're just trying to assess where the enemies are. It looks like they've gotten a little frustrated, so that they're hopping in the armor now. They're moving in on D. There's no point whatsoever in us challenging that armor. And I spot one enemy up here in the hotel on my mini-map. And I'm going to try and sneak up on this guy right before the end of the game. And as I turn the corner, oh, I see a guy running into the room. Pull out my dart. I think there may be multiple targets, so let me go ahead and grab this melee kill. And it's Cold Mob again. This guy really hates me right now. Using my headset, I hear some suppressed fire above me. I go check, and sure enough, there's one more. I like to get greedy and attempt to get that melee kill. The game is finished before I can execute.
Right in the middle of a melee kill when we won the game. Doggone it.
Since that was the last enemy, I probably should have just gone ahead and taken him down with the dart, but that's all right. Finished with a decent game. Top of the leaderboard. Not bad. Not a perfect round, but we did a good job communicating and working together as a team, which is really what Battlefield 3 is all about. If you enjoyed this video, like, favorite, subscribe. If you have any questions or if something's on your mind, feel free to PM us on YouTube or email theguidedmissile@gmail.com. Until next time, stay on target.